Greetings, Beyonderers. Thanks for joining us again today. We've been doing a lot of demo games out of conventions and also online. I'll put some links below for you to check them out. But as a result of those, we've had some questions about our character sheet and how best to use it. So I'm going to address that today and show you some of my top tips about how to make the most of your character sheet. All right, folks, so there are two ways that you can get to the Beyonder character sheets. The first is here on the front page of the FNB Games website. Over on the right side here, there's this button that says Play. If you click over here, it has a lot of options of things that you might want to use during gameplay. And if you scroll down, there's this Make a New Beyonder character, links to the online system, and all sorts of stuff. But then down here at the bottom, we've got two different versions, the Fancy Beyonder character sheet and the Compact Beyonder character sheet. So the other main way that you can get to the character sheets is through our Builder page. So if you click on the Builder tab up top, it'll take you to the front page here, and along the left side here, there's an option for Game Aids. If you click on that, the first thing that shows up right here at the top is an option to download the fancy and the compact version of the character sheets. And if you're in the middle of making a character, on the character creation page on the left here, once again, there's a link to printing a Beyonder character sheet, and it'll give you those same two options. Let's start by taking a look at the compact character sheet. This is our older character sheet, and it was designed to be as versatile and helpful for you as a player as could be. The first page is called your active page, and it's called that because this is what you're going to be using 90% of the time during active gameplay. It has a lot of important things, including your wound and fatigue tracking on the top left, your soak and damage on the top right, and right below that your defense ratings. Toward the center of the page, it has your most commonly used shields, armors, and weapons. Down here on the bottom center is room for 6 of your most commonly used powers for quick reference. And along the left side here are your talents, which if you played Beyonder much, you know you're going to be rolling a lot. The next page is the advancement page. You'll be using this between adventures to allocate the essence you've earned as your character grows. On the top left, you'll see your talents. Top right is defense ratings. Bottom right is your barriers. And bottom left is your powers. And you'll notice that each one has these groups of checkboxes for you to fill in. And you're going to use this to keep track as you grow. For example, if you're looking at your inner defense and you're trying to increase it, each level of inner defense costs 5, and then 10, and then 15, and so on, essence to reach the next level. So if you have level 2 and you're going for level 3, it'll cost an additional 15 essence. So you're going to wait until these 15 boxes are checked in, and then you'll know that you've reached the next level, and you can erase it and start going on for level 4. The third page is your character page, and a lot of RPGs put this at the top. But since you don't reference this very often, we put it a little further down in the pile. It has basic information like your character's name and race and organization. It's also got your affinity scores on the top left, which never change throughout the game, so they don't come up as often. On the left side here, there are your barrier abilities, which you will have to reference every once in a while, so you may have to flip here for that. Towards the center here, we've got some racial traits and special abilities, languages, cultural notes, followers or minions, and then at the bottom is your backstory. So this is pretty standard stuff, but you may not have to reference this nearly as much as your active page, so we put it a little further down. Now this next part often seems daunting when people first look at our character sheet. The next 3 pages all are power pages. Powers. And you'll notice they're just different size. One page has lots of little small ones, there's a page of medium-sized ones, and there's these big chunky ones. And the reason for this is not that you have to use them all, but for some people, their powers have a lot of text, and rather than having to look them up on our website or in the book every time, they find it helpful to record the basic text here, include the important stuff like their activation time, cost, magnitude, etc., and then they don't have to reference it in the book every time. Some people's powers are quick, and they can fit the entire thing in this little section here. Maybe it's just the power deals 2/5/11/23 shadow damage, and that's all they need, and so this page is useful for them. These 3 pages are here to be aids for you, not to be a hindrance. And then to round things off is the inventory and notes page. It has room for you to keep track of your inventory and notes, as you'd expect. And that's all there is to the compact character sheet. I think people are frightened at first when they see it just because there's so many pages of powers, but that's really just for you to choose to use as needed. As I said before, 99% of the time, you're looking at the active page when you're playing. You're going to be looking at the advancement page between sessions, and every once in a while you'll reference your character page. And most of the time, that's all you need. Taking a look at the time on this video, and it looks like it's going a little bit long. So I think I'm going to stop there, and I'll make a separate video on the fancy character sheet. I'll do that soon. And for now, if you like this video, give us a like, leave a comment for what else you want to hear about, and if you want to hear more from Beyonder, hit subscribe. I'll throw some links down below to help you find more stuff Beyonder related. See you next time.